pump myself all full of caffeine to stay alert and with it on these drives, and then I, gotta sit down and sit relatively still for so many hours on end. It's like being back in school. Except I didn't really start drinking coffee until I got into college. Didn't become an everyday thing for me until I started working at Cinnaholic Berkeley. But yeah. So, I am going to go back to a sort of classic dash cam view. And yeah, get a more level view of the land. Want it even lower? Sure. Yeah, right, and I worry that, the bottom third of the screen is just the car's dashboard, but yeah, otherwise, the view is overwhelmingly just of the sky, and I don't think that's all that much fun. So, now I don't need boxes on boxes. Little boxes on the hillside, little boxes made of ticky-tacky, little boxes on the hillside, little boxes all the same. There's a green one, and a pink one, and a blue one, and a yellow one, and they're all made out of ticky-tacky, and they all look just the same. Okay, right, and now I can reposition the boxes with the goal of positioning my laptop, and I don't need to worry about anything else resting on top of the boxes. And the people in the houses all go to the university, and they all have pretty children, and the children go to school, and the children go to summer camp, then to the university where they all get put in boxes, little boxes all the same. See, I want to brace my laptop with a box on one side of it, but that side is where the cords plug in. So, I think it is just gonna sit right here and have this kind of view of me. Yeah. Better view of my hands for the ladies. Okay. Okay, yes, we are moving. Okay. Call it a detour with the Jerry Lewis telethon ticking some. Where is the lifeline? Here for line, here on the high line. Savior, save yourself, save yourself. Lips are chapped from the dry mountain air. There's a nice change of pace from the humidity in St. Louis. It's a nice reminder that I'm kind of crazy. Just telling people at the various places I stop that I'm on a road trip from St. Louis to Seattle. About 30 hours total drive time. I thought it would be 5 hours driving 6 hours a day. I'm sorry, I thought it would be 5 days of driving 6 hours a day. But yeah, it looks like I'm going to make it in 4. Or, yeah, it'll be, 4 days and then 3 or 4 hours of driving tomorrow. Yeah, because it's just over 8 hours from here to Seattle, and it's noon, so, I can hardly driven at all. I really just made the drive from Bozeman to Butte. I had my morning stand-up. I had some work to get done at the Miners Cafe. It's not better by half. Oh yeah. But I'm not the only one who let you down. I'm not the only one who. I'm not the only one who. Turn your head around. Turn your offer down. Tender the light. Oh yeah. Left you for your better half. Doing a little phone care. Holding it up right by the AC vent. Sweet was the wine. Sweet was the opium-fettered soul. Sweet was the wine. Sweet was the opium. Of that RV and its trailer is out in the grass beside the freeway. Someone had a real bad time. It's not better by far. It's not better by far. But I'm not the only one who let you down. I'm not the only one who. I'm not the only one who. Turn your head around. Turn your offer down. Tender the light and left you for your better half. Left you for your better half. Left you for your better half. Hey, you know, I really am kind of crazy. But one of the perks of being crazy in my particular way is I can make these crazy long drives, and I find it really enjoyable to just put on some music and chill out and sing along. And yeah, Colin Malloy is a good lyricist. He writes some very fun tunes. like that line. It would take me just... Such a small, unincorporated community, I'm curious whether there's even signage for it. was to test you. Did you last that long? So long. Now I understand you, but can't comprehend you. And do I need to work so hard? But yeah, there's a town about 30 miles. That's where I'll get gas. I'll get myself another big bottle of body armor, alkaline water, and electrolytes. Love this stuff. Barefoot on your porch, and all the time you say we'd be sorry now, but I'm not sorry now. I'm not sorry now. You were talking about cornfields passing by out the window of a bus. All those times I actually don't know this song. I mostly know the lyrics, but I don't know what order they go in. So hey there, sister Nebraska, sitting there sweetly pigeon-toed. It's been a long, cold winter. Coming home. Colorado coming on. The setting sun paints the rear view mirror red as we start heading south. Could be any day now. The mountains fall away, leave us on the plains as we relax into the ride. And all those unpaid bills, well, I left them all behind, 'cause I'm not turning back. All my bags are packed. So hey there, sister Nebraska, sitting there sweetly pigeon-toed. It's been a long, cold winter. Now I'm coming home. Stop for gas in Drummond. That's in about 20 minutes, and then from there it's another 30 minutes or so to Missoula. And yeah, we'll see how we feel. I will call you up and say, ain't this life a ride? And you will understand. And you will understand. So hey there, sister Nebraska, sitting there sweetly pigeon-toed. It's been a long 75 miles an hour. I get there in 20 minutes. If I wanted to cut that time down to 15 minutes, I'd have to go 100 miles an hour to cover 25 miles in 15 minutes. I don't know. That just seems like 100 miles an hour is so much faster to drive than 75. And it only shaves 5 minutes off a 25-mile trip. This is why knowing math makes you dangerous. Love this song. We should go to Helena just because we're listening to Helena Won't Get Stoned. My friend recommended that I stop by and visit Great Falls, and I went and looked on the map to see if it was on my way or a reasonably short detour. It's 3 hours drive north of Butte on I-15. And then I'd have to drive 3 hours back to get back on my westward course to Seattle. So I decided to pass on Great Falls. Maybe next time I'm around these parts. So we're not going to Helena. I do love this song, though. I'm out on a bender. Drink too much, I might get you. You're out on a bender, too. Sleep through the morning. These sheets of mine invite me to sleep through the morning. Stoned nowadays, now that weed's legal in Montana. Yeah, the place I stayed in Bozeman, it was across the street from 2 dispensaries. For good measure, these chains I wear, they chafe me, just for pleasure, sure. Our Lady of the Rockies, sweet virgin bliss surround me. Sporting walkie-talkies, yeah. Oh yeah. You got your ears on, baby. My soft old lady, leave your past behind. Oh yeah. Helena won't get stoned. Helena won't get stoned. Helena won't get stoned. Helena won't get stoned. It's part of her Catholic education. Helena won't get stoned. Helena won't get stoned. It's only right. You should stand strong. Shouldn't we be like 10, 15 miles from Drummond? moving parts to this production. No one's forcing me to do this. Food in Gold Creek, but not gas, it looks like. Yeah, onward to Drummond. And yeah, hey, we could even make Missoula. If it came to that. I've got one hand off the wheel to hold my phone up to the air conditioning vent to keep it cool. My goodness, does it ever make my fingers chilly. So much, so much mining stuff in view. Got mines on the mine. Okay, 7 miles to Drummond. Yeah. Fuel gauge is 7. We are saying we have 70 miles worth of gas, so we could make it to Missoula, but I don't want to push my luck. Candle to you, raised glass, another page is turning, with another candle burning. way that it contrasts with like pedal-operated acceleration in terms of how you set your speed, because it's discrete and quantitative. I can say I want to cruise at 80 miles an hour, and my car just does it. Whereas with the pedal, it's continuous and qualitative, and I need to feel out, okay, maintaining a constant speed feels like this amount of tension in my right calf, and, you know, I give it this much more force to speed up like so. This is a different mindset. Yeah, I mean, because when you think about it, with cruise control, you're setting your speed directly, whereas with your foot on the pedal, like, calf muscle tension doesn't correspond to speed; it corresponds to acceleration, and so you're working with the first derivative of what you're actually trying to not optimize, but like stabilize. That's why the Brits call what we call the gas pedal the accelerator. There's gas at this exit. The sign for the book sale. I was going to visit the big used bookstore in Butte, but I forgot. I got distracted by just, sitting in the cafe working on stuff, and then I was like, okay, time to hit the road. So I had a few things to take care of. Let's see. Wait, no, here's the gas station. Okay. So callous. All right. So, probably just leave my whole setup set up and cover my laptop with a blanket while I use the restroom. But yeah, first I'll go ahead and get gas. Actually, no, I will use the restroom first. Yeah, this little adapter is cooking. My laptop's at a full charge after all this. Still on the phone Wi-Fi. Hey, so far so good. All right. Say goodnight, Gracie. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. I didn't actually go plop, plop here. I'll be a minute. Alright, did we survive? Looks like it. Oh, and you got to enjoy the lovely view of the convenience store while the laptop cam was covered. So that's cool. Yeah, they did not have my favorite brand, the body armor, but they had this Essentia #1 ionized alkaline water. Overachieving H2O that keeps you performing at your best. 9.5 pH or higher. I don't know if alkaline water actually does anything or if it's just like a superstition. Yeah, think of it like Pascal's wager. And maybe it's just regular water, or maybe it has some health benefits. Okay. Okay, real quick. With air conditioning on, I will... And so, I mean, this little power adapter is not just drawing power from the car to feed my laptop, it's also running its own fan to cool itself. It's a small and mighty little gadget. Okay, but yeah, real quick, I'm gonna enter some numbers into my gas log. Today is June 30th. I really should make this a proper app so that I don't need to enter the date and it'll just always have a date timestamp. What did I get? 10.338 gallons. And the price per gallon is 3.889. And what is the brand? It's Conoco. Okay. So that's another full tank of gas, and we're ready to hit the road. Oh yeah, napkins. We love napkins. Also got myself a pepperoni and pepper jack snack pack. I love these. It's hearty, it keeps you full, and it's salty so you retain water. And it's cold and fresh. But I don't like to be touching the steering wheel with greasy hands, you know? Well, okay. tight once we're on the move. Okay. Yep. Back to the interstate. I see signage for... Oh, okay. It wants me turning around here or something. I see, because yeah, this is just one way onto the eastbound. Okay. How we doing? Let's get some tunage. Things falling all over the place. What are we doing? Okay. Lovely cloister. But as soon as kiss you. Westward ho! Round and round we go. Yeah, 47 miles to Missoula, so it'll be like 40 minutes, 35, 40 minutes. Well, we'll be there about 1:30 Mountain Time. Yeah. Yeah, I'll stop in Missoula and probably resume streaming after I've had my fun in Missoula. Yeah, I feel like the camera does not at all give any sense of the grandness of the view, the grandeur. Yeah, grandness. That's no good. That's an Anglo-Saxon suffix on a French root, huh? Grandeur, the grandeur of the mountains, the Grand Teton. Obviously, these aren't the Tetons. this next song, though. Monday fell hard like the weight of the world, weighing down my shoulders. Tuesday, why do you stay so late? This I can't abide. So I stand in line, so I wait in line. Everyone must honor their own and a die. So I hang around, so I hang around. Now we hear the homeless philharmonics, but I'm cured. I got 2 feet on the floor, guess that's all I need. Roadwork next 48 miles. That's a lot of miles, man.
You and me, come on, let's hitch a ride.
I really should look up the guitar tab for this and learn to play it on the piano. I must confide, I'm fit to be tied, I'm fit to be homeward rolling. A tune beneath the wayward moon, singing me to sleep. Oh yeah. And as the weekend's ending, with the weekdays pending, having trouble comprehending how I'll make it through.
Till I stand in line, till I wait in line.
Everyone must. I love this song.
Monday fell hard like the weight of the world, weighing down my shoulders.
And then this is one that would later be recorded by the Decemberists as well for their first EP. My mother was a Chinese trapeze artist in pre-war Paris, smuggling bombs for the underground. And she met my father at a fete in Aix-en-Provence. He was disguised as a Russian cadet in the employ of the Axis. But there in the half-light, the provincial midnight, to a lone concertina, they drank in cantinas and toasted to Edith Piaf and the fall of the Reich. My sister was born in a hovel in Burgundy and left for the cattle. Later was found by a communist who deserted his ranks to follow his dream, to start up a punk rock band in South Carolina. And I get letters sometimes. They bought a plantation. She reads the tobacco. He offends the nation. They're right. Don't be a stranger here. Sincerely, your sister. So my parents had me the disgust of the prostitutes in a bed in a brothel, surprisingly raised with tender care. fine brigadier in the game of high-stakes canasta. But he made me a sailor on his brigadiership fleet. I know every yard arm from mainmast to jib sheet, but sometimes I long to be landlocked and to work in a bakery. I worked at Cinnaholic. It was the original Cinnaholic. But yeah, as of a few years ago, it closed down.
Oh, Mary, this London's
Another
a
great song.
wonderful sight.
People here working by day, a hand at this digging for gold. But for all that I've found there, I might as well be where the mountains of Mourne sweep down to the sea. You remember old Peter, old Auckland, of course. But he's here now at the head of the force. I saw him today, was crossing the Strand. He stopped the whole line with a wave of his hand. And as we stood talking, the days that are gone, the whole population of London looked on. But for all his fine powers, he's wishful like me, to be where the dark moors sweep down to the sea. There's beautiful girls here, oh, never you mind. Beautiful shapes nature never designed. With lovely complexions, all roses and cream. Laughin' remark with regards to the same. If all these fine flowers we venture to sell, the color might all come away on yonder. So I'll wait for the wild rose that's waiting for me, where the mountains of Mourne sweep down to the sea. Oh, Mary, this London's a wonderful sight. That's such a